Share with us, how did you then overcome that, right? Because I think it is, you do have the physical ability to go do it, but the mental mind part of that is, in my opinion, probably 90% of it, right? And so how did you get mentally tougher?
Yes, usually when it's all said and done, competing athletically or just in life, once you put in the work that you're preparing yourself or the clients that you're working with, for me, it's no different than me putting in the work and understanding that the preparation that I had to face my fears and understand that you talked about attitude, and I think the biggest challenge sometimes is that how can we believe in ourselves first? Everyone else can see the potential in me. Everyone else can see you have the ability to do great things. But if you sit there and convince yourself that you cannot do this, you will not. So for me, I had to take ownership of my weakness. And my weakness was my mental outlook on what I wanted to do. My coaches, my parents, my friends, they couldn't want it more than I. So I had to say, this is my dream. This is what I want. I show up every day, and they are there to help me. But I had to recognize that person in the mirror says one thing, and that mirror doesn't talk back, but I understood that these are the things that I need to do. So I had to work on my mental toughness.
People with RSF are scientifically proven to be significantly happier, healthier, and more successful. Significantly, not measurably, significantly. Here's my favorite statistic. People with RSF live up to 14 years longer than normal people. Those neurotransmitters, there's another word for them: poison. Now, the good news is those neurotransmitters, those toxins, those poisons that our brain can naturally release into our own bloodstream, they're really low doses of poison. But you have to understand, even low doses of poison, over time, significant amounts of time, add up to be quite impactful. It's all biology. We got to learn to control the biology. The human performance will significantly progress when you learn to control your thoughts. See, this, in essence, is what mental toughness is. Learning to control your thoughts. Most people don't even realize you can do that. I'd say you have a step or an advantage on other people just with the idea, okay, look, I get to choose my thoughts. And there are very productive thoughts, and there are very counterproductive thoughts.
Go through this next hour together, and I'm sharing some of my experiences, and I'm asking questions, and maybe you're internalizing some of this. And something comes up inside of you that you know you need to change in your life. That's okay. The first time I gave myself that really honest self-evaluation, I realized there was a lot of things that I needed to change in my life to become the person that I wanted to be. I have one ask today, ladies and gentlemen. The next time you confront that person in the mirror, have the courage to take whatever action it is that you need to take to become that person that you know you are deep down inside of yourself. So if you take away just one thing from what I share today, then we both win.
It's called the bounce back theory. The bounce back theory. The most successful people, the most successful athletes, the Jackie Joyner Kersees of the world have a bounce back that is like that. And I've asked them, how do we bounce back? And it's having a short-term memory. That's what a pitcher will tell you, right? They give up a home run. What do they have to have? A short-term memory, because they're dealing with rejection. They got to bounce back. So I can choose to take rejection, and I can go curl up in a ball. I can go home and mope about it and tell Julie and the kids how terrible it is and how bad the day was, right? Or I can do something about it. Or I can walk around the hallway and talk to every single person in their offices and here's how bad it was for me today. Here's how bad it was for me today. And guess what? Nobody cares because they're dealing with their own stuff, right? So we have to build a team of people around us, which we're blessed every single day at Visionary to have amazing people that we get to work with, that we can bounce back quicker. And for everybody in this room today, we have to bounce back quick if we want to be successful.
How you do what you do will define you more than what you accomplish. How you do it, how you treat people, how you interact with people, how you take on a task is going to really define what your success is. Because then you look back, and can you look back with pride and, satisfaction, and I put my all into it, and I did it with integrity, and I did it, quote unquote, on my terms.
So I've had that from my mom. I've had it from guys like Jason. Learn what a team really means from my dad, and it's not easy, but it's exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And I know so many of you on your life, you can look back and you can say, well, this happened and that happened, and this wasn't right in that relationship, and this wasn't right in that relationship, but I promise you it's happened exactly the way that it was supposed to, and it's given you all the strength that you need to achieve anything you want to in your life. So what do you focus on when you have that challenge and adversity in your life?
Yes, you need education and networks, but that's just half the recipe. I've learned that the way to have happiness and be successful, the secret sauce, if you will, is to follow your heart to what's right for you. You can never be happy living someone else's dream. Live your own, and for sure you'll make a difference for those who work with you and for you, and you will know the true meaning of success.